Take advantage of the Boxing King media discount at BYD Sheffield. You can get this amazing car for £269 per month with a £269 deposit. Details in the description.
Boxing King media powered by BYD. Shakan Peters, as I just said to you there, unlucky individual, but also a bit of luck as well. You know, you still come out and you can still fight again on Friday. But just kind of talk us through the last 24 hours in your life.
Yeah, it's been my normal routine of camp, you know. Training, obviously managing my weight and things like that. Just doing the final touches, really, sorting out things. And got to the gym this morning, and my Paul Kuna, my coach, was like giving me the head nod to come outside. Obviously, it's a full gym, so I'm thinking, what's up? It's normally nothing good, basically, when he's telling me that, and I know I'm fine. And then it's just like he said that my opponent obviously failed his brain scan. Don't know why I do a brain scan so late, but it is what it is, out of my control. But yeah, he said he failed a brain scan. Then they got me another opponent who possibly would have contested for the belt and so on, but then it's just like, oh, tits up, man. It's out of my control, nothing I could do. Disappointing way to start my debut, because I wanted it to be with a bang on the show. I wanted it to be with some substance, but nevertheless, I'm still out, and you know, we're still in pursuit for that.
That you know, people probably don't understand how hard that is for a boxer. You've done the work. You've done 3 months. In fact, it's been longer for you because you've not fought for a while. Yeah. You've been training away, got signed up by GBM. You know, you want to make your debut and bloody massive kick in the nuts on bloody fight week.
Yeah, man. It's not the first. It's happened with my British title. It's happened with other fights, but it's sadly the process of boxing. Some fighters we have to go through. Not all the time. It's a smooth career where you go through these things when it's just, you know, but to happen fight week and you know, with everything, it's a bit demoralizing. But nevertheless, man, I've just got to carry on and get out there and do and showcase my skills, as I will do.
And this is where your promoter needs to show you that he cares about you and he wants to do the best for you. I think from what he's saying, he's still getting you on the card and he's rescheduling your fight with another opponent, which is pretty much done in a few weeks' time. Yeah,
that's it. So he's rescheduled it in a few weeks' time, and we'll be topping the bill somewhere else again as well. And yeah, nevertheless, my plan is to get this title, man, and push on and do my thing from there. It's been I've had a lot of trials and tribulations this camp, sacrificed a lot, obviously, through my Christmas, my New Year, and as well as, obviously, I was saying to you off camera, really, like my dad being in hospital from the 11th of December, and then you know, doing back and things for countless visits to the hospital with my family, and then, like, sadly, January the 15th, you know, he passed. So it's hard time for me and my family, but I know that with my dad, the kind of strong character he is, man, he'd want me to go on to, you know, fight and win this title, and that's all it was for me. You know, it was bigger than the title for me. It was just carry on that family legacy. You know, you see me in the ring, it's my dad, and my dad was a pro boxer. My dad was the man who put me on the pads to show me how to throw a jab and throw my punches. My dad all started with my dad, and I just, you know, plan to keep his honor in the ring and you know, win these titles and keep elevating the family now.
Like I said to you off camera, commiserations, you know, about your you know, I pass on my condolences about your dad's loss, and it can't have been easy because, like you said there, fights getting cancelled, skipping Christmas, and obviously, you know, you've had your daughter as well, so sacrificing that, and then obviously losing your dad in and out of hospital. It's a lot to deal with, man. You got to be mentally seriously strong to have all that on your plate in the last month.
Yeah, it's been very hard. Like I said, we ain't even buried my dad yet. You know, I'm human at the end of the day. You know, I have a heart. I've had my moments. I train. I have my moments in my car. I've not had time to fully grieve, but I've had the moments, and then I feel better with it. But then I find strength to carry on my purpose in, like I said, what my dad would want. And this is probably the first fight week. All the time I visit my dad, and although the stories remain the same a lot of the times, it was always the same motivational speech to take me into my fight week. So not having that this fight week was quite hard to cope with. But as I said again, like my dad was very respected and known around the community, and he's a strong, strong individual man, and his resilience is within myself and his kids, what he's raised, and we're strong. You know, we're strong. We get through it as a family. We're just like, with my credit to my brothers and my sister, like they've taken a lot of the pressure off me leading into this fight, and they're still doing all the funeral arrangements now. Like my dad gets buried March the 14th, and like I said, past that, man, in his honor, we're going to carry on, and we're going to go into big heights and carry on.
No doubt. I think the best thing you can do for him is to win that European title, and that's where you'll feel like you got something back for him. You know, away from that, I'm guessing the camp went great. You look like you're literally primed to fight.
Yeah, I was in the shape of my life, man. Honestly, I found a lot of strength in this time. There's two things you could do in life. You're either gonna sink or swim, and I'm just one of those who's gonna always choose to swim. And it's around me. My dad didn't raise any weak individuals, unfortunately. Well, fortunately, it's a fortunate thing. But we're human, nevertheless. I feel hurt, I feel pain, but I take a lot of strength and pride going into the ring, going into training, and that aside, at times I've had to, because sometimes in life it forces you to almost G up, you know, and you've got to just get on with things. And me raising my girl and around with other people in my family, man, we've all got each other and we'll get through it good. And we plan to, you know, it's not going to be the first and last that people go through these things. There's a lot worse happening around the world as well. But yeah, I find a lot of strength in these times. Hasn't been easy. I've been doing countless hospital visits, but it's like I planned it all around my training. Like I train in the morning, I used to go to the hospital with my dad, do a lot of things, go back, train again, go back to the hospital again, or my brothers, and everyone was always there. So it's like from the 11th of December onwards, I had a fire anyway, but you have that extra fire, you have that extra motivation, and it was something what was going to definitely take me, and it showcased on Friday, but it's something that was going to take me through everything in this camp. Like, trust me, there's no stopping in that.
Well, let's hope we can see some glimpses of what you was going to do on Friday against whoever steps into the ring with you, and you know, all the best, and hopefully this rescheduled fight, we'll look forward to it. And I'm guessing you probably know the date anyway, but it's going to get announced, I think, next week or so. But yeah, Shaq, always a pleasure, mate. Anything else you want to add before I let you go?
No, just pleasure. Good seeing you, man. I'm in your hometown. You know, it's good seeing you around here, and it's good to be here. Good to be back out. Good to be again with GBM live on the zone, and you know, pushing again from here. It's going to be a massive year. We're going to be pushing for them big fights. We're going to be getting these titles. So that's what I'm on.
All the best, Shakan Peters. Thank you for your time.
Listen, I got a question for you. Where can discipline take you? Discipline points you toward your goals.